Right, in today's video, what we're going to cover is an update on Bitcoin and Ethereum. The timing is absolutely crucial. There's no guarantees in this game because we're in the probabilities game, not certainties, but it looks like Bitcoin and Ethereum, we should expect further downside movement. And if that's the case, it will impact the whole of the crypto market space. So we want to prepare for this. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you don't know me right now, my name is Jagir. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. I've been trading currencies for over 15 years, featured in the best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008. Now I focus exclusively on crypto. So let's dive straight in. So with Bitcoin in particular, we're going to start off with, now looking at the charts, if I just pull myself down to the corner over here, because today we're doing it via Zoom. We're testing out some features with Zoom. I'm just going to hide this particular bar. Hide the bar. Hide floating bar. There we go. With Zoom, there's a few things we need to be aware of. First of all, let's just go to the weekly chart. Weekly, as you've been seeing me say in the last few videos, the momentum is bearish still. The blue line is below the red line. We need to take that really, really seriously. So we should expect sideways to down for another 2, maybe even 3 weeks. Really, really important. That's a big clue because we're in a probabilities game, not a certainty game. So we've got to look at the available information. And this is a really, really key piece of information. And then we're going to jump into the daily chart. Look, it looks like we are ready to do a bearish reversal early on the momentum down here, right? That's a bearish signal. And look, typically, I said this in the last video, most often when you see a 5-wave sequence like this, you do get an A, B, C correction, right? That is really, really common, really, really common. However, the typical time taken for an Elliott wave correction is 50% of this. So 50% of this projected forward is this blue line. And we haven't reached this blue line, this over here. We have not reached this in terms of price, hasn't gone beyond this time. That gives us another clue that this correction is not over. So there's 2 pieces of information. Momentum is down, and we haven't reached the minimum typical time, which is so, so important. I can't overemphasize that. Now that we're getting this bearish reversal on the momentum, it looks like we should anticipate this low to be broken. Let me just draw this out clearly for you and expect further downside movement. So my opinion of the market hasn't changed. I think we are in a larger degree correction. And what that means for us is, we'll zoom out in a second, but it means there's a high probability, and we need to prepare for this worst case scenario, that the market's going to continue to do a 5-wave structure to the downside, right? So if we just zoom right the way out, and right the way out, if it finishes off this wave 4 like this, then we can anticipate a continuation. And this will be devastating for the market. You know, this, if it happens this way, but it also means a lot of opportunity. So just prepare yourself, because it's one of the options that may happen. This is what I'm leaning towards, what I'm preparing for. Now, if we look at Ethereum, we'll see something very, very similar. Again, it looks like a nice ABC correction, but the thing that suggests to me that this is not a complete ABC correction is we haven't reached this 50% time, which is really, really common for a correction to complete. We should anticipate to go beyond 50%. And guess what? The weekly momentum, just like Bitcoin, it is bearish. It is on the downside. Look at this blue line below the red. That gives us a big clue that we should anticipate 2 to 3 weeks, early to mid-October, we may see further downside movement. We've been preparing for that. It's almost identical. I am prepared for Ethereum to go below 2,500. We've been saying that for a while. That will be around this region here. But for it to even retest the $2,000 mark and maybe even below 2,000, so we are really going to retest this zone down here. I think that's highly probable. And if that occurs, you know, Ethereum dropping to that price, again, like with Bitcoin, it will impact the markets. But just like with Bitcoin, if this does unfold this way, then we can expect a continuation to the upside. So just prepare yourselves. 2 more weeks. I know there's a lot of IDOs happening, a lot of launch pads, a lot of exciting things with Cardano and Solana and the Bluezilla team bringing new IDOs to the table. But now's the time, I think, we need to get a bit defensive, protect some profits, you know, because if it does explode earlier than anticipated, hey, brilliant, that's what we want. But we need to also anticipate the downside. and prepare for the worst case scenario. And I think 1, 2, 3, maybe up to 3 weeks of further downside movement is relatively likely. And if that happens, we need to prepare ourselves. So if you like today's content, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you want to know how to read the markets more, do take my free Elliot Wave and Fibonacci masterclass, which is in the link below. I teach you how to read the markets like this. What we're seeing right now, though, is a bit more advanced, but look, it is what it is, and we're keeping it objective. If it unfolds this way, we just need to prepare. It might be a 2-week window of massive drop in the market, but it also leads to massive opportunity. So let's finish up with a quote. I'm going to pick a random one today. Let's just see what chapter comes up. All right, it's chapter 5. It's simple. The quote is, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. The way I want you to take that lesson today is have a trade plan, have a business plan for every single project that you're entering into in terms of entry, exit 1, exit 2, and maybe exit 3. And have that plan in advance. Keep it really, really simple. Keep it objective. Keep it mechanical. And I will see you very soon.